Infighting has never been an exception in Kerala CPIM, especially during the days of party elections. In the past, also, different groups within the CPIM fought against each other for gaining hegemony in the party. So, actually, in the past, infighting was the norm, especially during party elections. So, when at present voices of dissent are coming out of CPIM, it should not cause any surprise. But there is a difference. Earlier, infighting happened in CPIM because of the ideological positions. We could broadly divide the infighting in the past as between hardliners and liberals, or in the jargon of communists, you could put it as or term it as the fight between reactionary forces and revisionists. But the current fight has got a different color. We also need to remember that, or it is some interesting development is the current fight is not by people within the CPIM rising in revolt against party and Supremo and Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan. Now the opponents of Pinarayi Vijayan in CPIM and the other left parties are using their fellow travelers of CPIM to fight Pinarayi Vijayan. So this means that they are now carrying out a proxy war. Let's go into the details of the murky situation in the state unit of CPIM. Welcome to Insights. This is Hari Kumar. The first man to train or CPIM colleague or fellow passenger of CPIM to train his guns on Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan was Mr. P.V. Anwar, an independent MLA and a fellow past traveler of CPIM. The second person to follow it was K.T. Jaleel, a former minister. Again, he is also not a member of CPIM. He is also a fellow traveler of CPIM. And then came a third person named Karat Razak. Karat Razak is a former MLA and he is also a fellow traveler of CPIM. If you look at their backgrounds, one interesting thing is that they didn't start their political life with the communist movement. While Mr. P.V. Anwar was with the Congress, in fact, he was a leader of the Kerala Students' Union, the Students' Wing of Congress. He was a college union chairman of the Congress, KSU also. Now, he wanted to contest from Malappuram district, but he was denied a seat by Congress because Congress found it very difficult to entertain the aspirations of their own partymen in Malappuram because of the dominance of Muslim League in Malappuram. Congress has had yielded to the wishes of Muslim League decades ago, and they couldn't accommodate their own people, or they couldn't give tickets to their own people. So it was that unhappiness that caused the revolt of P.V. Anwar in the Congress. He came into public attention in 2011, I think, when he contested from Ernaad Assembly constituency and he finished second. That shocked many people, an independent finishing second. Now, CPIM realized that they have got a potential friend in Anwar, and the next time they supported Anwar and he won from Koduvally assembly seat. So that is the history. Now, almost the same is the history of K.T. Jaleel. K.T. Jaleel had actually began his political life as a leader of the banned Students Islamic Movement of India. So he had fundamentalist or extremist links. Now CPIM and their fellow travelers say that was all past and he is not linked with any extremist or terrorist groups. Now, okay, we can let's believe their words. But Mr. Jaleel began his political career in Simi, There is no denial for it. Now, then CPIM realized that this man has the potential to win an election in Malappuram district for them. And Mr. Jaleel was the left supported independent who fought against Muslim League leader P.K. Kunyalikutti at Kuttipuram and defeated him. That happened in 2006. Now, coming to the third person, Karat Razak. Karat Razak had earlier, he was a leader of Muslim League, and again he revolted in the Muslim League, and CPM found a potential winner in Karat Razak, and he contested as CPIM supported independent from Koduvally in 2016 and he won. But this time he couldn't win. Muslim League regained the seat from the left, and Muslim League leader Muslim League won the seat from Koduvally. That is, Muslim League leader M.K. Munir won from Koduvally this time. Karat Razak was defeated. Now, the very interesting part of this revolt of left leaders is all of them are raising issues that potentially affect the Muslim community. Now, the sarcastically certain or ironically the opponents of CPIM are calling this revolt a Mapla rebellion. I'm not imparting communal color into this revolt, but if you look into the present revolt, it is very clear that the Muslim leaders from Kozhikode and Malappuram who were co-opted into CPIM by Pinarayi Vijayan right from early 2000s, they are now feeling insecure and they are unhappy also, and they are rising in revolt against the party. You need to, if you watch carefully into their protests and their press conferences against the left government, you find that they are not directly targeting Pinarayi Vijayan, because all of them were given support allegedly by Pinarayi Vijayan, not by anybody in the CPIM, because Pinarayi Vijayan realized that without gaining Muslim votes, CPIM couldn't win Kerala polls. So that was an intelligent strategy of Pinarayi Vijayan, and he implemented it. He co-opted unhappy or rebels in Congress and Muslim League and made them candidates, and they won. But the story will not end there, because these people are not ideologically linked to CPIM. They didn't join CPIM because of the ideological attraction also. And CPIM also had failed to think about the consequence, properly think about the consequence of co-opting people who are not ideologically attracted to the party also. So now what is happening is that now the BJP has become very strong in Kerala. The BJP has made huge inroads in different constituencies in Kerala where CPIM had an upper hand. For example, in Alappuzha Lok Sabha constituency, BJP candidate Mrs. Shobha Surendran made huge inroads into the vote base of CPIM. The CPIM has now realized that their vote bank, the Ijava community, are shifting loyalties to BJP. And now there is a power struggle in the CPIM also. Now the OBC communities who contributed workers to CPIM, and a section of leaders are also from OBC communities. Now they have found that there is a challenge to their leadership and their influence in the CPIM from this newly co-opted group of Muslims, minorities. So there is a power struggle in the CPIM, and the CPIM has now realized that at the all India level, the Congress has struck an alliance with Muslim groups. Now Muslim groups in Kerala also are now tempted to support Congress because they find that they have interest, their interest is not confined to within Kerala. Many of the Muslim businessmen from Kerala have got interest in other states as well as outside India. So definitely they need the support of central government also. Now they have realized that aligning in CPIM won't bring them any profit, though it means that they are not ready to put all their money on a losing party. Now, all on a sudden, CPM is on the run actually. They have realized that, as the Muslim supporters of CPM have realized that supporting CPM or voting CPIM may not bring them any major gains, or CPIM will not be able to protect their interests also. Now they find that the reformed Congress or the new Congress will serve their interests much better than communists. In the Bengal, CPIM has almost disappeared. Tripura also they have disappeared. Then what is the use of funding CPIM? What is the use of supporting CPIM? As a community, Muslims don't need CPIM in Kerala. They have got the power to stand on their own. They can stand up. Political parties, even the BJP, now would seek their support. If they are willing to compromise, they are sure that they can strike an alliance with any party in Kerala. So this is actually a very dangerous situation for the CPI in Kerala. Now, in against this backdrop, opponents of Pinarayi Vijayan seem to be making or using these disgruntled or unhappy fellow travelers of CPIM to rise in revolt. Now, very specifically, very boldly, Mr. P.V. Anwar has raised criticisms of Kerala government. Now, the criticisms raised by Mr. P.V. Anwar have not been denied by Chief Minister Pinarayi Vijayan also. Actually, in fact, he has suspended an IPS officer who has been alleged to be corrupt and partisan by Mr. P.V. Anwar. So it means that the Chief Minister is not denying the deterioration of law and order situation. The CPIM as a party or the Chief Minister have not denied the serious allegations raised of links of police with gold smuggling mafia. Now, many allegations raised by Mr. P.V. Anwar have not been denied, have not been rebutted. Now, this means that this is going to become a discussion in the CPIM meetings, party meetings that will be held in the coming days. Now, this could weaken Pinarayi Vijayan in the coming days. And a new power center is going to come up in CPIM. Now, if CPIM All India Secretary Mr. Sitaram Yechury is forced to abdicate his position, then somebody from Kerala will become CPIM General Secretary. And in the present context, it seems that the man who is going to rise as CPIM General Secretary at the All India level will not be a man who is suggested by Pinarayi Vijayan. Pinarayi Vijayan actually is nearing 80. His health condition is not very good. So it seems that Pinarayi Vijayan's fall has begun. Now the party elections have just started, and the trio of Anwar, Karat Razak and KT Jaleel may continue their attack. And Mr. KT Jaleel has actually warned that he is going to start a website where he will publicize the names of corrupt officials in the bureaucracy. Mr. Karat Razak also alleged that the political secretary of Pinarayi Vijayan, Mr. P. Shashi, doesn't have any sympathy for CPIM fellow travelers. So the revolt is likely to continue, and its reverberations will be felt in the party. Let's see how things are shaping up in the coming days. Meet you with another topic next time. Till then, goodbye.